Welcome back to The Finish Line. Today's episode is a little different. Behind every strong leader is a foundation you don't get to see. Today we're joined by Thanuja, Kajan's wife, and we're going to dive into all things partnership, pressure, business, entrepreneurial, everything. So Thanu, let's start with who you are and let's go.
Okay, well, my name is Thanuja, and just to say a little bit about myself, I am also in the banking industry. I've been in it for as long as I know, probably 17 years. Lending.
Same as your age, right?
Not a day older.
Nice on camera, at least. Okay, I'll take it. So we have 3 children.
And Teddy.
And our dog.
Don't forget my boy.
I know. He was there from the very beginning.
He was there before the kids.
He was there before the kids, yeah.
Let's not forget him.
Exactly. I know. Veena, you're making me feel bad. So we've been together. We've been together actually more than half my age. So we've been together for a very long time. And it's been a eventful ride together. Yeah.
I like it the way she said eventful.
It's a
roller coaster ride. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's any marriage, any relationship. Anybody that tells you that they haven't fought, that's a lie.
Yeah.
A bold-faced lie.
100%.
So
That's not what Instagram says.
of course not. Nobody posts the bad stuff.
It's only the good stuff.
Yeah. But we'll get into those bad stuff here.
Oh, yeah, we will.
That's what the viewers like. They like the tea. So bring the tea.
Just give them the tea. Go.
Okay. So I have a question for both of you. How would you describe each other to somebody that doesn't know the other partner?
Kajan is extremely hardworking. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
Please.
He is self-driven, very motivated. So I look at his work ethics and I'm always baffled by it, and I wish I can have a little bit of that.
Why are you smiling?
Funny. He has a nickname, which I don't know if it's appropriate to say here, so I'm not going to go there just yet.
I want to know now.
Okay, he has a bit of
Suratani. Suratani, yes. I'll say it.
Okay.
It's funny because I called him that before knowing that was a thing in the group.
There you go.
And I also call him Avasaram.
That is another name for him.
Andram, Avasaram, Vangayam.
I don't know about that last one, but
that's something I say in general. And when he said it, I was like, "Oh my god,
so fitting!"
A roasting battle.
I love it. But back to
This is awesome. I love it. It's a good place to vent.
Yes.
No, I'm just joking. Jokes aside, that's pretty much what I would tell somebody who doesn't know him.
How about you, Kajan?
She's a hard worker. She's punctual.
Oh my god.
She shows up for everyone. She's a ride or die kind of person. And of course, she's beautiful. That you don't have to say. But
sorry. I can't take you seriously.
What do you mean? I'm being honest. I'm speaking from my heart. And hardworking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Punctual.
Oh my god, but everybody would know that's a lie.
That's why I said
nice.
That's not nice. How did you both, I know you said you're in the banking industry and have been for many years, right? And you started off in the banking, we all know that. Did you guys both end up in the same industry? How did that happen? Did you always plan to be in the finances or?
Yeah, so it was a crazy story. So I got my job. I was working at Radio Shack at that time, and then my sister was working at TD. And when she got promoted, I went for an interview, and I got her job. So from that point on, worked my way into it. And my sister also grew, where she was one of the managers. And my wife was looking for a job at that time, and she was able to hire her, or her manager at that time hired her as a CSR. So that's how she ended up working at a different branch in the same district, and I worked at a different TD branch at the same district as well.
It's so funny because I think at that time we were all in the same district. I worked for TD as well.
Exactly.
But we never bumped. I mean, I probably seen you at the Lapsley branch,
Yeah.
because I used to go there and one of my friends
mean,
used to work there.
I
But
would have seen you, but I don't know if you would have reached the counter height though.
are you looking for a new underwriter? Is there a new post? Guys, Finn Mortgage Principal Broker will be putting out a new posting for a senior mortgage underwriter.
But yeah, no, those are good old times. And you know what's crazy? I drove by the TD. It's no longer there.
Which
the,
TD?
The TD at
What?
McAllen. Yeah.
Lawrence?
1585 TD.
McAllen Lawrence, yeah.
It's turning into a subway station.
Yeah,
Right?
the new Metro line.
LRT
Yeah.
or Metro
LRT,
line.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That used to be where I grew so much, you know? Not sideways. I mean, like,
I definitely grew sideways from TD days because that's when I got into Starbucks.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yeah. TD was a stepping stone,
Good
right?
foundation.
Like good foundation. And I'm grateful to my experience at TD
100%.
Yeah.
because I am where I am and with the experience and how to deal with customer service, how to handle situations because of the experience. And like TD's, remember we always talk about this first time right and all of that policy that TD kind of taught us, we kind of apply it to our work now, right?
Yeah.
This specific industry is very stressful and it has its highs and lows, but mainly a lot of high seasons because it comes with a lot of pressure. How do you guys both handle that? Because you're in the same industry,
Yeah.
just different channels. Do you ever bring work home?
I mean, she always has a policy saying, hey, let's not bring work home, but it's hard. You know what I mean? Like, I deal with this all the time where, you know, calls are being answered at work, at home. My phone rings while I'm out with the kids. My phone rings when I'm having dinner. So it's hard because, you know, like you also got to understand that clients are going through the biggest investment of their life, you know, biggest purchase of their life. And you got to be
And
there
sometimes
for
it's not
them.
just purchases, right?
Sometimes they're going through separation. Sometimes they're going through hurdles, and they want answers, right? And I always say this thing, right? We're not heart surgeons. We're mortgage brokers. You know, like there's so many mortgage brokers out there. It's about relationship, and that's why I sometimes say sometimes I have to pull myself aside to help out the client because everyone does very similar stuff here, right?
And I can imagine it may be harder for you because you're an entrepreneur. So you can't completely shut up because it's your own business. I mean, I guess there's ways to, and people do it.
Even before he became an entrepreneur, when he was working for another bank, it's his, like I said, touching on before, it's his work ethic, right? And that's how much importance he gives to his clients and their needs, and he takes it very, very seriously, which is not very, it's not very easy to find, right?
Which is great from a client perspective, business perspective, BDM. But how do you cope with that as a wife and a mother?
Yeah.
When you want him present on the weekends or evenings or whatever the case may be, right?
Exactly.
And I know you're in the industry, so you have a better understanding of it.
Yeah.
But knowing what he does, sometimes you're also human and you're a mother.
It's true. And it's a great question because I always say, like, if I didn't know what this job entailed, we would have been divorced a long time ago. But I know what it takes and I know the volume that he does. And so I understand.
Yeah.
And I can look past certain things, right? And
She cuts me a lot of slack.
Oh, we know.
that exactly. But to be honest, like if I didn't know this job, I would be like, what the heck? Because it is not easy, right?
Yeah.
And obviously being present with your children, especially when they're so young, it's so important.
Yes.
And I don't want him to lose out on that. I don't want the
So it
kids
works
to
both
lose
ways.
out.
It's not just-
Exactly,
yeah.
right? So it's juggling, it's a balance, right?
You know, like life sometimes throws you a curveball. Like everything was going smooth for me at the beginning, and then I had to restructure.
And then
So it's
Veena came
almost-
along.
Yeah, Veena.
Made things so much better
Much
for
better,
everybody.
much better. But no, what I'm trying to say is like, when things were going good, I had a little curveball. Now I have to, take time away from my family a bit
To readjust,
just to readjust this and get it back up and running. And, that's like in life. Everything happens and, you just have to know how to pivot.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. Right?
And I think after being with you for a year, I think that pivot has increased. Like it's been better. Like I know how much
100%.
effort you put more and now how much you're actually pulling away from the business
Correct.
to go back into the business. And I'm not an entrepreneur. I don't own the company. I don't this is nothing, right? For me, like I'm your employee and I put so much into it in the sense
You
like
do.
no, and this is my work ethic. So not into Finn per se, but like I would message after hours if you needed help. Same with clients. If they responded, like it's
Correct.
just my anxiety, right? So I can't imagine what it is because this is your company. This is your brand. This is your everything. This is your image. This is your
100%. And it's not just like people think, hey, he's just running a brokerage. He's just a mortgage broker. They don't understand. Like we have compliance. We have lenders that we have to answer up to. We have marketing team. We have
the team.
HR. We have our hiring process. We are onboarding new agents. We have existing agents that needs servicing, deal structuring, underwriting, and then we got accounting. They got to get payroll done. So there's so much moving wheels in there that we have to learn. Like I have to oversee everything, even though I have Veena doing different things. I have admin. I have my wife helping with different things, but I still have to look at it on an overall perspective. Plus, do my own business as well.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I mean. Like people around you here, like myself or whoever, are here investing into it, right? And that's the one thing that you want from somebody is that they invest into something like it's their own.
Exactly.
Without expecting something in return, right?
Yeah.
So for
What,
you...
you're not expecting anything in return? Okay.
Scratch that out, scratch that out. Okay, so redo. Got to sign a new contract. Okay. What did you leave out of my contract? I just blindly signed it. But no, so like for you, it's nobody else is going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Even I won't do it. Then can't do it because she has to tend to your kids.
I gotta do it.
Right? So it's you because you started this and now you got to do it, right?
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. So sometimes sitting here, I know if it's not my company and I put into it, because I could always be like, it's Saturday, I can do it later. But for you, it's like, it's Saturday, I need to get it done because Monday's a deadline.
Yeah.
And your team needs your support, right? So that's different. But how do you manage that? So like Thanu said, how she copes with that imbalance or balance.
Yeah.
But how do you make a conscious effort to be there for your...
He shows up where it's not absolutely necessary.
I mean, yesterday I went to a basketball game, came home, then came back out here to the office and worked on a few files.
It's a lot of
whatever it is,
juggling and a
then
lot of
went
time.
back. Just because you got to be a good time management skills, right? You got to develop that. We try to put a lot of things on calendar. Me and Thanu, we have a joint calendar where we put time block of all our appointments, so that way we know what's happening. And we stay organized like that, so that way you know what you can schedule and what is priority. And I think time blocking really helped.
And that would definitely help because as the kids get older, there's more commitments involved,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Especially they want to do different sports.
Yeah.
You gotta manage those. And
when something is important and when I need him there,
She'll be like-
he will be
she'll
there.
be like, yo, you gotta be there.
Yeah.
You're
And
pulled
he'll
in
show up.
every direction. I mean, I'm sure you are too, but I
Yeah.
see it because sometimes I need help with something on a deal and I'm like, I need your okay or your sign off. And I'm like, don't want to call him because he's at this event or this thing or it's his family time. But I just try my luck sometimes because sometimes you just have to get it done.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine what it is feeling like for you, right?
It's so wonderful because I'm so understanding of all the things that goes on
Absolutely.
here.
Yeah.
It would be nice if you replicate or
Replicated that.
exactly
Or reciprocated that. Yeah.
reciprocated that. Thank you, gosh.
So you want to switch role?
No, I don't want. That's not what I'm
Uh-huh.
asking for because you couldn't. I mean, it's not possible, right? Because you couldn't carry kids in your stomach. for
now this is
example,
getting.
right?
I've been carrying a kid for 12 years.
He just hasn't taken the baggage off.
Kind of kid.
The food
okay,
belly.
We're not going to go there. Exactly.
This is getting off topic here, guys.
No, not at all.
I'm just thinking about it. I was like, wow, I'm very understanding.
She is.
Maybe this podcast wasn't a great idea.
No. But in his defense, right?
Thank
And this
you,
is not,
Veena.
and
In
this is
my
not me
defense-
because
You know,
he's
whose
my
side are you
boss.
on?
I'm on always the right side.
Right
I'm
side.
biased. You are on my right side right now. But sometimes, that's because he says something to me and I see him as in a different light. Doesn't mean that he's actually doing it in practicality at home. So that's obviously your department.
Yeah.
But why do you have a straight face?
Yeah.
My job is on the line right now. But he will just say, oh, like, Thanu does this. My wife is really good at this. There's so many things that I'll throw ideas at him and be like, yo, I'm going to get my wife to do
Record it and
this.
Show it to me next time. I don't believe it.
I will. I have no reason to lie here, guys. But he'll be like, my wife is really good at this or whatever, right? So
Bonus.
2026, check mark. I worked for it. Okay, awesome. No, but he does say a lot of good things about you. And sometimes I wonder, I'm like, oh, I wish like he says this to her so you are aware and you do know that. Because men, I mean, I have a husband too. So so we don't hear these things. Like I'll hear from one of his boys and be like, yo, he's so cute. He actually said this. But it's nice if you could say it to her. And that she knows.
Sometimes, like, we show love in a different way. Like we show appreciation in a different way.
Do you?
Not everything is
This
about
sounds one-sided.
not everything is about affirmation or like telling something.
But sometimes it is. Like I tell my husband, like, you can't, I have thick skin. I can take jokes, right? But you can make a joke, but you can't bash if you can't take the same
the
heat.
heat, yeah.
Right? And also you can't, like, it's good to hear one compliment out of 10, jokes,
Did you
right?
hear that, Raj?
This is for you, Vangaya. But that's the thing, right? And whether you're the guy or the girl, we shouldn't be standing next to you and feeling like the next woman or the next man, right? Because at the end of the day, I am not the next woman. She's not the next woman, right? She is your wife and he is your husband. So they should have that appreciation or feeling of affirmation, like you said, right? Has there ever been a moment where you've given a professional advice and that's helped you, or vice versa, or helped on a deal structure? Because, I mean, we're in the broker space, there's so many different lenders, so many different policies. You only have the one lender, one option. Have you guys ever leaned on each other for that in terms of like professionalism?
She always calls me. I'm her encyclopedia of mortgages.
Yes, I don't always call him, but when it comes to tough deals, yeah, I do definitely seek advice from him. Wow, I clearly don't give him enough compliments. Anyways, no, he obviously has been in the game for a very, very long time, and he's very good at what he does. So yes, I do seek advice.
Brainstorm. We do a little bit of brainstorming, and I also run things by her too, so which is great,
Right. Yeah, because you guys see different demographics,
Sometimes
different clienteles, different scenarios, and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So what's one advice Thanu has probably given to you, or you've taken from her, and it's helped you in your work or professional?
Be a good listener. I think I am a good listener, but I can
Now, be honest,
better.
is she the only one that's giving you that advice?
I think before you react, think about it. Like, words and stuff like that. Sometimes certain things you can't take it back, right?
So don't listen
don't-
to
don't-
respond,
yeah.
listen to understand.
Yeah. The same issue the next day might not be a big issue, right? And a couple other things is learn to cherish the little things right now. She always sends those things. Like, I think most wives always send their husband stuff on Instagram. Like, oh, read this code. I'm like, yo,
But you send stuff to me too,
I send you nice ones.
and I don't.
Because you only have nice ones to send to her. So that means we have a lot of
She
work in
sends the
progress.
angry ones.
Yeah, because there's work to be done.
Work in progress.
Yes, you are a work in progress. We all are.
We are.
But how do you think those advices help you in your business now?
I implement the same thing.
Implement what? Listen to respond?
Yeah, I listen to respond. So when Veena says something, I listen and then I respond.
Then you bash, yeah. And then she storms out of your office. I'm taking a break. What does success look for both of you right now?
I think success, to me personally, I think having self-discipline and self-control is a form of success. And I think whether it be, work or, food or whatever it is, if you can have self-control and self-discipline over those things, I think that's success for me. Like routine, working out, waking up at 5 a.m., whatever it is that you commit to, if you can stay committed, I think that's success.
I think I don't see that from you because I don't interact with you every day, but I think you follow that.
For me, success is a little bit different from what she said. Obviously, for me, success, I put it as financial success, being comfortable, being the freedom is a huge success for me. Being able to, when you want to go on a vacation, you can go on a vacation. If you want to buy that, you can buy it. Having that is a huge success for me. And no matter what you do, it's always work in progress. It's never going to be, hey, this is it and this is I'm happy for it. It's always going to be work in progress. So for me, it's an ongoing success.
The ability to do what you want when you want comes with the entrepreneurial side of it as well, right? Whether it involves finances or not. So that's
being
good.
able to do this job anywhere in the world is success.
Yeah. A lot of people are entrepreneurs, but they have a brick and mortar here, or it requires like hard labor for them to go and do the job that they're doing. So for you, like you said, because you're a mortgage agent, you can go anywhere they have Wi-Fi and still, right? And we're in a world where you meet clients virtually.
Yeah.
Let's go back for a second though. How did you guys meet?
She fell in love with me.
That is not
I was
answering.
one of the coolest kid in high school, and
Vomit.
she
Gross.
She loved my hair, when I had hair. When I had
What do I
hair,
do now? There's no more hair.
I had even braids. You wouldn't believe it.
Cornrows, which I used to.
Ah.
You used to do it for me?
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so we went to high school. Last year of my high school, I went to Stephen Leacock, and that's where I met him. I don't know about the falling in love part. If you want to take it.
Love is blind.
Sure is.
So that's how we met.
We're in university together, and then I was going to propose to her, and I lost a lot of weight. I was much bigger, worked out. Then I got her friends. She went on vacation to UK. On the way back, we planned this proposal. So I had like signage at my workplace done. Like I was working at TD, all my co-workers, everyone, like, will you marry me? We're all like putting, stickers and stuff like that together, drawing and stuff. Practicing at the airport with my friends and her friends, some of her friends. And I still remember Terminal 3 because every time I come out of the airport, I always remember that ramp. And one of my friends had he had one job to hold the camera still. I still remember, Suji, you had one job to hold the camera still. So the recording was going. We're doing all these prank on the air.
He did a good job at that.
No, he did that part right.
Oh, okay.
So it came to a time when I was going through the actual proposal. They're like, called us and they're like, oh, she's
My
coming
friends are,
out.
like, coming
Coming
out
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Right? I had an adrenaline rush and I had a cardiac arrest. I collapsed on the ground and I literally died for her. So these are stories that my friends told me afterwards and I put it together.
What do you mean you put it together?
Because
Like, as
I blanked out. I died.
Oh,
like,
you
how do you
died.
think I remember what's happening?
I thought you would have remembered up until the dying part.
Yeah, that's when I fell.
Oh,
I died
okay.
partially.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
And
Yeah.
so then everyone's just watching the whole commotion, and my best friends and all of them were there. They ran up right away. And good thing is, on the same flight that she came in, one of my best friends, uncle and his nephew. The nephew just graduated. Nephew. It's his nephew. It's a long story.
Right. Okay.
Nephew, who just became a doctor, and he was just taking his graduation trip or trip to Canada just to meet the family. They're like, oh, Kajan's getting married. I have a nickname, Chatti. They're like, oh, Chatti's getting married. Let's watch. So they stood around while their pickup was coming, while their ride was coming. They stood around and waited to watch the proposal. So when I collapsed, I had two doctors, they were both doctors. They were the first people to attend to me and do CPR for like maybe a good 15 to 20 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't locate the AAD at that time at Pearson Airport. So then later on, the security came and they were able to shock me back into rhythm, and they transferred me to the nearest hospital where I was treated, and I have an implanted cardiac defibrillator where, if she ever puts me through that pressure again, it'll shock me again,
I have a lot of power.
Yeah,
So
shock you back
that was,
into reality.
That was a crazy story. So I did end up proposing you to.
So did you ever end up asking her the question?
Yeah,
I asked her. It was a crazy story. Kept on asking where the ring was. I ended up proposing to her at Sunnybrook. Up to now, I go to Sunnybrook every year, maybe twice a year, and they still ask about her and about the proposal. Everyone talks about it still. It was one of the craziest proposals at the Pearson Airport. But we wrapped
ended
it
up at Sunnybrook.
It's crazy, that somebody goes through that and still makes it through. And
the chances of two doctors being there.
Two doctors being
Being
there.
there.
They literally saved his life.
Yeah.
I still keep in touch with them.
Yeah,
through
for
my
sure.
friend. I wouldn't have made it.
Yeah.
Like even the doctor said, like there's no way.
Yeah.
That's a crazy story. And yeah, she did end up marrying me.
I want to ask you one last question. So what do you see the future as for the both of you and for the business?
I want to grow this business bigger. I want to make it so that I'm going to be a little bit more hands off, but still do my deals. I want to be able to travel and still keep relationships and still have assistants and everyone to do my deals and work together. But I'm going to take this to the next level for sure. And with the support of the team, with family and everyone, I should be able to do that. Obviously, kids are going to be older too, so you got to pivot a bit because
100%.
they're going to be going to, I think, it's crazy. When I started this business, I was doing mortgages before. When we inked the first franchise, I think my son was just about to be born. Our son.
Oh,
It was the same.
It was the same time.
yeah.
So now, it's like
Your eldest,
I
right?
have two babies, like at that time.
Yeah.
You know, I had the actual baby, and
And
this
you're-
was my baby
yeah.
too. So it's like growing at the same time. So I'm just thinking like, by the time my firstborn will be like 17, this business will be 17. That's crazy. I mean, we've been in the bank for, what is it, 10 years before that, or 15, 5 years, 7 years before
But
that.
to have your own,
But to have a franchise and first Tamil-owned
I can't believe
franchise.
it's been 10 years. How did time?
Yeah, first Tamil-owned DLC franchise.
It's something big for our community and just for yourself to bragging
awesome.
rights. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's amazing.
There's some exciting things in store.
Ooh. Do I know about this?
I think you do. I think you do. I just
I'm oblivious, so I don't think I know. But go ahead.
You know what? For me, I think I'm excited for another chapter in new chapter in my career.
Ooh.
So stay tuned. That's all I have to say.
We're just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
All right.
That.
Well, that is exciting news ahead. I'm so excited to see what that chapter looks like and what that is. Tell me later.
Yeah.
But that's a wrap to our episode of The Finish Line. Thank you both for being here, especially you, Thanu. See you on the next Finish Line.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.